Hey, YouTube. This is Fran-Sez. It's about 5:30 Wednesday evening, and I had my surgery today. It might look like it's bleeding a little bit, but it's all swollen and it hurts. But I don't think it hurts anywhere near Shay's boob job. Anyways, I got we left here about 9 a.m. and got to the hospital before 10. They took me in as soon as I got there, and they asked me all kinds of questions. Oh my God. I mean, what I take for medicine, what I take for supplements. It was like, at all this time, they're like hooking things up. They're hooking up IV things and needles in my arm, and see, I got all these patches, and there's my ID bracelet. If you don't remember your birthday and your exact name, you're in trouble. And so, anyways, I'm laying in the thing, and I'm there. Gee, nobody said, "Hey, do you want to go to the bathroom before we put you in the thing?" So I take all my clothes off and put them in a bag, and they give me this Johnny thing. I hate them freaking things. They got a tie in the back. The freaking thing's falling off. I mean, I couldn't keep the damn thing on. I'm trying to take my shoes off and my panties, and this damn Johnny keeps falling off, and I'm like, what the fuck? So finally the nurse comes in, and I'm like, hey, you gotta tie me up back here. I mean, this Johnny's falling off and all. Oh, well, we're not gonna do that because we gotta hook you all up and all this other stuff. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And so then they kind of wrap me like a mummy with stuff around my feet, and I'm there. So after about an hour, I'm there. Hey, what if I have to pee? And I'm thinking like, oh, they're gonna let me out of the bed and walk across the hall to go to the party. Wrong-o! She goes out and she gets one of these plastic things, and this is something I'm supposed to pee in. And I'm looking down, and I'm all wrapped. I says, there ain't no freaking way I'm gonna be able to pee in this. So it never got used. Okay, they probably charged me for it though. So I mean, I ain't kidding you. I was in there getting prepped for over an hour, and they finally let Debbie Lynn in, and her spouse. So I was in there. I had a good time. I was cracking jokes, having fun with the nurses. But there was this one lady that kept asking me all these questions. She kept asking me all the same bullshit questions I already answered, and they wrote down at the pre-op thing on the 17th of July, last Friday. I'm like, what the hell is this? I mean, it's like a light, like an interrogation. You got Z papers, you know. And I'm like, okay, so I mean, I'm sitting there, laying there in the bed, and they're hooking me up to all this crap. And, so at least she kept asking. Then she asked me what are supplements, and I wanted to go ahead, oh, I take this for this, I take this for that. It was like I filled them up with all this important information. It took me years to study on my own, all these supplements I've been taking and stuff. And it's like, everybody wants to know what Fran-Sez is taking besides like the medicine. I don't know why. I have no idea. So, I didn't tell them everything I take because I didn't want them to think I was a weirdo or something. But look, my job, since I got this damn thing put in my chest 6 years ago, has been to like lose weight and get in the best health I can, okay? So I don't think they ever met anybody like Fran-Sez at the hospital before. So I had a little fun, but then it got kind of like tedious after a while. But when we got in there, I actually went to the operating room an hour early because we got in there about 30, 40, 15 minutes early. But the doctor was available and wanted us in there as soon as possible so you can get this over with, right? So they actually did move it. He used this. He said used the same scar line, but he actually moved the device. There's a pocket in there. They moved the device like half a device over closer to the middle of my chest, and I'm like overjoyed because before, like when I slept at night, and this new device is more curved, like a heart shape. Not, he said the other one was like square, and like when I laid on my left side, it was digging into my shoulder at night. I couldn't even lay on my left side because I'm a like lay on with your face in the pillow or lay on your right side type person. But every time I laid on my left side, it would hurt, so I didn't do that. So hopefully after this heals, I can sleep on my side, no problem, either one, you know. So, anyways, I had a good time. And you know, Debbie Lynn is a saint because she was in there like from 10 a.m. to like 2 p.m. And was that right? I got out of surgery. No word of a lie. I got out of there. It was like 105. Yeah, 105. I woke up. They knocked me out. I don't even remember getting knocked out. I remember they moved me onto a different bed and they were doing this and that. And then without any warning, it's like I must have fell asleep. And then the next thing I know, I woke up and I'm in the recovery room 2 hours later. And they're going, hey, how are you? I was in there 15 minutes before I even woke up. So Fran-Sez survived, okay? I think they did a really good job because they gave me some stuff to take home. I got a monitor I can plug in the electric outlet, and it's supposed to like keep track of what the hell's going on in this thing. So things have improved, okay? And the guy that put this talk to me, they actually checked the old device before they went to surgery. And he said, I'm getting the newer version, but it's the same manufacturer, Medtronic. So I'm happy about that. And then I got the rounded one, so it's not going to like be as square and ugly. But see, I'm all numb here. It's all swollen, and I'm kind of numb. Oh, and they prescribed me some pain reliever called Forsan or something. But we stopped at the supermarket on the way back and we got steaks. Fran-Sez is celebrating because I survived. Let me show you the pain reliever I picked up. It's one of the best you can have. Excuse me for a second. Oh, God. Yep. So I was supposed to eat chicken soup and crackers, you know, like the first meal afterwards. Well, instead, Fran-Sez had a 6-pack of Coors. I bought some of my favorite cheese, Havarti cheese with sandwiches with mustard and barbecue sauce. And then Debbie Lynn pulled out the grill. I bought steaks for everybody. So I had about a 1 pound sirloin steak. You can have your chicken soup and crackers, okay? And the steak was delicious. Debbie Lynn cooks the steak just the way I like it. Woohoo! So, anyways, we're just having a lot of fun here. I just wanted to check in and make sure everybody knew that Fran-Sez is okay, and you know, I got a boob job here, but it ain't like it's a third boob job, okay? It's not like I can't even imagine what it must feel like to go through like all that other pain. So anyway, hoping I don't have to go through that myself. So anyways, I've talked your ear off for 10 minutes. I hope you enjoyed my video. And I already talked to Debbie Lynn. I asked her if she wanted to pop in and say hi, but you know, she's going to be making her own video, okay? So I'm looking forward to a hangout tonight if I can make it. I mean, I might just fall asleep early. And I haven't taken any pain relief supplements today at all. So anyway, so I spent like 3 hours in, well, actually, I got there before 10. I spent 4 hours. We didn't get out of there at 2:30. 4.5 hours in the hospital. So Greenville Medical Center got 4.5 hours of Fran-Sez today, and I don't have a clue as to what was going through any of the nurses, doctors, the anesthesiologist's mind, because like I give a rip. But you know what? I survived, and they treated me as a good patient. I give them a thumbs up, okay? So if anybody from Greenville Medical Center, Heart Tower is watching, or ever does watch, thank you so much. Fran-Sez is very appreciative of your professional attitudes and excellent service. And I think the nurses were, every one of them nurses were pretty girls, and I thought they were beautiful.